What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling with Laughter. Today, we're going to do a fun one. We're going to do a WWE bracket of WWE champions and see who we think are the best WWE champions. I don't know who's all on this list. I don't know how current this list is, but we'll base it off of what we got on here. And please, if you like it, like the video, enjoy the video, leave it a like. Subscribe and comment what you think. Who you think the best WWE champion of all time is. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this. We're starting it off with a good one. Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre. Now, the story of Kofi Kingston and his Kofi Mania storyline. I love it. I wish they would have done more with him after he won the title, but he ended up losing it to Brock in about 8 seconds. On the other hand, Drew was the face of the pandemic era, in my opinion, with the WWE Championship. So I am going to go with Drew McIntyre here. These two, I pretty sure this is. I don't know. I'm just going to pick one here. I don't know nothing about either one of these guys. So judge me if you want to, but I'm just going to pick one. We're going to pick this guy. That's Bruno Sammartino. I know that. And the Iron Sheik. Just because I know more about him, I'm going to pick the Iron Sheik. Okay, here we go. We got Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Now, we're not going off Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. We're just going strictly WWE, I believe. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead and tell you that I think AJ Styles had the better championship run. I mean, he had that mediocre match with Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. But other than that, I mean, the match at the Royal Rumble with John Cena, where John Cena won it off of him to win his 16th, was fantastic. I think him and Dean Ambrose had some good matches here. Seth Rollins also had some good matches as well. It's kind of hard. I'm just going to go off what I believe, and I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. Shockingly, if it wasn't for who he was up against, he might have went a little bit further in this, because Jinder Mahal, yes, I don't miss him as a WWE champion, but he didn't have the worst reign I've ever seen, to be honest with you. But we are going to go with Randy Orton on this one. Jeff Hardy and Bret Hart. Now, again, this has gone off WWE championships, and I wish it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I would have still probably chose Bret Hart, but giving Jeff Hardy his flowers, he was more of a World Heavyweight Champion than he was a WWE Champion. He won it once from Triple H and lost it the next pay-per-view to Edge because of Matt Hardy. Wasn't a great run. And Bret Hart, I mean, we know the history of Bret Hart, so it's got to be Bret Hart. The Big Show and Alberto Del Rio. I would have to say Alberto Del Rio had a decent run, but I'm pretty sure he was more World Heavyweight Champion than WWE, if I'm not mistaken. I think he won the WWE Championship twice, if I'm not mistaken. But I am gonna, or no, maybe it was once. I'm going to go with the Big Show on this one. Ooh. Again, he got messed up by who he's going against. I loved The Miz as WWE champion. I thought he was a good heel champion. He would have went a lot further if it wasn't for who he was against. But again, it's Shawn Michaels. And he had a lot of matches with Bret Hart, with Stone Cold. It's Shawn Michaels. There ain't no question. Oh my God, I was wrong. That is Bruno Sammartino, pretty sure, and Vince McMahon. Uh, I think it's pretty easy with one for me. I'm gonna go with Bruno Sammartino there. Uh, Triple H and Eddie Guerrero. Uh, I'm going. I mean, looking back, I think Eddie Guerrero only won the WWE Championship once. Uh, and it was a good run. I love the story leading up to him winning it, and I mean, you have those heartfelt moments of him backstage talking to his wife after he won it. But again, we're going longevity and everything. You got to go with Triple H, Hulk Hogan, and Billy Graham, superstar Billy Graham. I don't know much about him, and Hulk Hogan. No, there's enough said about Hulk Hogan. Uh, Randy Savage and Dean Ambrose. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't around for the Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan's, the Bruno Sammartinos, and these older Bob Backlund's, the older guys. I wasn't around. I know about them, but I wasn't around to watch. I was there to watch Dean Ambrose uh, and his run. I'm gonna go with Randy Savage because I didn't really care for the Dean Ambrose title run. I thought it was kind of mediocre. Um, so I'm gonna go with Randy Savage on this one. Brock Lesnar or The Undertaker. Now, don't get me wrong, Undertaker is in my top five favorite wrestlers of all time. But I remember The Undertaker more for the World Championship than I do the WWE. Now, again, didn't watch that early on in his career. I watched the later part of his career. It was more world heavyweight than WWE. I don't think he was ever WWE champion when I was watching. And with that being said, I'm going off of me and what I know, and I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar. Uh, Again, don't know who this guy is. Uh, you guys can tell me in the comments and tell me how stupid I am, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Uh, I don't know anything about the Iron Sheik's run, so I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Uh, this was a decent little matchup here. I wasn't. I know a lot about Bret Hart's title runs. I know a lot about Randy Orton's title runs. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with. Maybe it's a little bit of a bias because I was there and witnessed pretty much the whole thing. I'm gonna go with Randy Orton. This is an easy one for me. I'm going with Shawn Michaels. Bruno Sammartino. Again, no, he is the longest reigning WWE champion of all time, but wasn't there to witness it myself. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Triple H. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. I am going with Hulk Hogan only for the simple fact I know more about Hulk Hogan's title wins than I do Randy Savage's. So we're going to. You know what? I'm going to shock people here. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre just because I think he had the better WWE title run. Um, golly. Just because of of recency bias, I guess, and knowing more about it. Don't get me wrong, Shawn Michaels. If this was who is the better wrestler, I would probably be going. Still, it would be hard. They're both absolutely fantastic, but I would probably be going more with Shawn Michaels. But with the WWE Championship, because I know more about his reign, I'm going with Randy Orton. Again, here Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is more of a bigger star, I would say, than Triple H. But I know more about Triple H, so I'm going to go with Triple H. This is where, unfortunately, Drew McIntyre's reign ends because as much as I love him having this title, Randy Orton was the better WWE champion so far. I mean, Drew McIntyre could still win it. Again, out of these two, I'm going to go with Triple H. And then out of these two right here, I love them both. They both had good reigns, good rivalry between these two. Had a good story leading into WrestleMania 25. But I'm gonna go with Randy Orton on that one. Now this is the other side of the bracket. You got Ric Flair and you got Mankind. Now, again, you see him holding a World Heavyweight Championship in this picture. We're going off a WWE Championship, and I will never forget him winning the WWE Championship on our house show. So, and the story about it and everything. So I am going to go with, even though Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, I don't picture the WWE Championship and think of Ric Flair. Now going on to this one, might shock you. If this was the World Heavyweight Championship, it would be a no contest. Batista would go on. But if you really go back and think about it, Batista only had the WWE Championship one time. He held it for a month. He beat John Cena for it at Elimination Chamber and lost it to John Cena at the WrestleMania. So he didn't really have a WWE title run. So, in my opinion, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan on this one. Kurt Angle and RVD. RVD is another one. He won it at one night stand against John Cena, and then lost it in a triple threat against John Cena and Edge to Edge. So I'm going to go with Kurt Angle on this one. I click on it. Again, I don't know anything about either one of these guys. I am going to go with left. I like his singlet. Yokozuna and Rey Mysterio. Listen, I don't know much about Yokozuna's run, but I do know this was trash. And it wasn't nothing to do with Rey Mysterio. He held it for a matter of a couple hours, if that. I think it was like an hour. So I'm going to go with Yokozuna. Roman Reigns or Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt, I love Bray Wyatt. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. But I remember Bray Wyatt more with the Universal Championship than I do the WWE Championship. Same thing with Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns did hold both the Universal and WWE Championship, and he did hold it for a long time. So, I mean, I got to go with Roman Reigns here. Kane and Edge. Again, you would think it would be easy and it would be Edge. At least that's what I think you're thinking. But Edge didn't really hold the WWE Championship all that much. He was more of the World Heavyweight Champion. But so was Kane. So I'm gonna go with Edge because I know his title reign's better. Psycho Sid and Diesel. I'm going to go with Diesel because I don't even remember him with the WWE Championship. So I'm going to go with Diesel. Sergeant Slaughter versus The Warrior. Again, wasn't around during this era, but I do know a lot about Ultimate Warrior. And I think I would have been a big fan of the Ultimate Warrior, so I'm going to go with him. I mean, come on. He's the 17-time world champion. Is there anything else to say? Sheamus versus Cena. Sheamus, he was a WWE. I think he's a 2-time WWE champion. Might be 3. I think it's 2-time. I know he won it off the spinner belt off Cena, and then he won it more recently against Roman Reigns, which I think was still like, I don't know, like 6-7 years ago, which seems unbelievable. But we got to go with the 17-time world champion. I don't even know why I'm stalling on that. Chris Jericho and JBL. Again, don't know much about Chris Jericho's WWE title reigns, but I know he held the world title a lot, a couple times. I don't mean a lot. I mean he did a couple times. Uh, and I remember JBL's feud going into WrestleMania where he lost it to Cena at WrestleMania 21. So I'm gonna go with JBL on this one. Andre the Giant or CM Punk again was around for this era, and I think didn't he just win it and toss it off to Ted DiBiase? Pretty sure. He held this for 434 days, I think. So let's go with CM Punk. Stone Cold versus The Rock. Okay. Well, again, I caught the very, very back half of their careers. Stone Cold, again, both of them, though. I mean, yes, they both held the titles, the WWE title multiple times, but I don't. That's not what you're going to remember them for, is their WWE Championship runs. You're going to remember them for their characters. But with that being said, man, just who I would pick. This is just me going off of me. I'm gonna go with Stone Cold. Let me know in the comments. Again, recency bias here. I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan. Kurt Angle, because I don't even know who that dude is. Roman Reigns and Yokozuna. Obviously, the longest reigning, one of the longest reigning WWE champions. I'm gonna go again off of knowing more about it. I'm gonna go with Edge. Come on now, knowing more about it. I'm gonna go with Cena. And then this one, again, I know them both pretty well. I'd go with CM Punk, 434 days. Again, knowing more about it, I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan. He's made it. He's made it pretty far. I mean, you got to throw in a yes movement in there too. Roman Reigns or Edge. Again, Edge more of a world champion than WWE. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. There's so much here. I mean, iconic matches between the both of them. Obviously, CM Punk held it for 434 days. John Cena held it 17 times, which includes the World Championship too. So I mean, you take some. I think he held the WWE 11 times, 10. Because he only held. I think he only held the World Championship 3 times, and the rest of them were WWE championships. I got to go with Cena. He's had matches with Edge, Randy Orton, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, CM Punk. So, I mean, The Rock. I mean, Batista. I can keep going on and on and on. This is where Daniel Bryan's title reign ends because I'm going with the longest reigning one, Roman Reigns. Again, I done told you this. I'm gonna remember him for his character and his rivalry with Vince McMahon and The Rock and everything. I'm not gonna remember him as for the WWE Championship. John Cena, on the other hand, you're gonna remember him a lot for the WWE Championship. I'm gonna pick Cena here, and again, big Cena fan. But this one is very difficult for me. I love the Bloodline storyline, but he won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 38, so he held it for 2 years. That's just we're not including the Universal, just the WWE, which they put them together. I mean, but I'm gonna go with my gut here, and I'm gonna go with John Cena. I mean, he's 17-time world champion, and of course, what a final this is, and give flowers to both these guys. They both had amazing title reigns. They both deserve to be here. But I mean, my goodness, again, you can't beat 17-time world champion. Which again, I know you take away 3 of those for the world heavyweight championship, but Randy Orton's had classic matches with a lot of people. John Cena's had classic matches with a lot of people. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you picked either or, but call it bias because he is my favorite of all time. I am going with the 17-time world champion, John Cena. And that concludes the bracket. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have been able to leave comments and tell me what you think and who you think the best WWE champion of all time is. I know we didn't get people like Cody Rhodes wasn't on there. I think he's Big E wasn't on there. Kofi Kingston? I think Kofi Kingston was on there. But like Big E wasn't on there. Bobby Lashley wasn't on there. So there was a few that wasn't on the list that maybe they should have been on the list. But either way, if you enjoyed it, please, it helps me out a lot. If you leave a like, and subscribe, and leave me a comment, it just helps me out a lot. It's free to do, and I really appreciate if you've made it this far. I really appreciate it, and hope that you continue to enjoy the videos that I will be putting out to you. I have some video plans that are pretty good plans that I think are good plans. Please let me know what you would like to see. I continue to do my Raw and SmackDown reviews and my pay-per-view reviews and predictions, but I'm trying to find stuff other than that you guys would enjoy watching. And so just let me know down in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, guys.